What's up, everybody? This your girl Still Standing, coming at you guys with another video. Shout out to my 87 beautiful subscribers. I appreciate you guys rocking and riding me through this journey. And as always, I hope you guys are staying focused. I hope you guys are staying balanced. Hope you're keeping your frequency up. I hope you're keeping your vibration up. Hope you're keeping that chin up too. And I hope you are navigating through this bullshit the best way you know how. All right, y'all. So I just wanted to share this with y'all real quick. As you can see the name on the screen, the name is James Tilly Matthews. James was actually the first documented case of paranoid schizophrenia, right? But listen to his story, y'all. You about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go over it some. I'm gonna read a good bit of it, you know what I'm saying? But just check out his story, you know what I'm saying? Because this right here shows how far back gang stalking and targeting goes, right? So let's dive off into it. So it says James Tilly Matthews from 1770, January the 10th, that's when he was born, to 1815. He was a London tea broker, originally of Welsh and Huguenot descent, who was committed to Bethlehem in 1797 after his politically charged delusions drove him to disrupt this debate in the House of Commons. His delusions were documented in 1810 book Illustration of Madness, including his belief that a gang, y'all heard me, right? A gang of spies were using a quote-unquote heirloom to invisibly torment him at a distance. I'm going to say that one more time. He believed that a gang of spies were using a quote-unquote heirloom to invisibly torment him at a distance. He is considered to be the first, like I said, first fully documented case of paranoid schizophrenia. So let's go down some. Bear with me. In the early 1790s, concerned at the likelihood of war between Britain and France, Mathew traveled to France with the radical David Williams. Watch these words, y'all. Radical David Williams, who was acquainted with such hedonists as Jacques Pierre Brissot at Lebrun. Williams made efforts at meditation which failed, whereupon Matthews took the lead. He gained the trust of French government for a short time. On the 2nd of June in 1793, the hedonists were displaced by the Jacobson and Matthews fell under suspicion for hedonist association and also because he was suspected of being a double agent. He was arrested and imprisoned for 3 years during the height of the terror and was reportedly terrified of the guillotine like all others. This lasted until 1796 when the French authorities concluded that he was a lunatic and released him. How much sense do that make? I'm going to read it one more time, y'all. This lasted until 1796 when the French authorities concluded that he was a lunatic and released him. Returning to London, Mathew wrote 2 letters to Lord Liverpool in which he accused the Home Secretary of treason. What are we experiencing right now? Targeting individuals. And complained about conspiracies directed against his life. After interrupting a debate in the House of Commons by shouting treason at Lord Liverpool from the public gallery, he was arrested and held at Tothill Fields, Bridewell, a secure house of corrections in Tothill Fields, Westminster, before being admitted to Bethlehem Hospital on the 28th of January of 1797. Upon examination, he declared that he had been taking part in a secret affair of state, referring to his efforts in France, but had been betrayed and abandoned by William Pitt's administration. So they basically, you know what I'm saying, set him up, right? He's already called out, you know what I'm saying, Lord Liverpool, you feel me, on treason towards him. So they set him up. Let's keep going. In 1809, his family and friends petitioned for his release on the grounds that he was no longer insane, but the petition was rejected by Bethlehem authorities. Of course, they already set him up. You see what I'm saying? So when they label folks, and y'all can see how far back it go, to take your credit away. You feel me? In order to, you know what I'm saying, have a control over you as much as possible. All right, so they therefore took out a suit of habeas corpus, and two doctors, George Burbeck and Henry Clutterbuck, examined Matthews, declaring him sane. James Haslam, the resident apothecary at Bethlehem, begged to differ and maintained that Matthew's delusions, particularly on political matters, rendered him a danger both to the public figures and general public. What are we all, you know what I'm saying? What are we labeled, right? Once they put you under some type of, put you on paper, and all praises to the Most High, because, right, you know what I'm saying? I took myself, you know what I'm saying? When folks thought I was crazy, to prove them, I took myself to get a mental evaluation. And I talked about that on my last channel, right? But by the grace of God, and this is before I even knew exactly what targeting and gang stalking was. I just wanted to prove that I wasn't crazy, and I was able to walk out of there. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Without being put on paper. But this is what they do. You know, when they start to see people realize what's going on and can see through their BS, you get set up like a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, have, you feel me? And get put on paperwork, you know, in order to take your credit away, right? And these doctors will continue to go along with it. And it amazes me how far back, you know what I'm saying, the same script, you know what I'm saying, has been used over and over again, just in different ways and different generations. All right, let's keep going. So in 1810, John Haslam produced the book. Hold up, y'all. My bad. Let's go down. All right. In 1809, his family and friends. Oh, my bad, y'all. Let me go down. In 1810, John Haslam produced the book Illustration of Madness, exhibiting a singular case of insanity and no less remarkable difference in medical opinions, developing the nature of assailment and the manner of working events with a description of tortures experienced by bomb bursting, lobster cracking, lengthening the brain. Now, what I just spoke and about this book that this guy did, this is on Mathew, on Matthews, right? This is what they told, you know what I'm saying, what he told them, what he was experiencing from this, you know what I'm saying, gang of people that were tormenting him, right? So let's get going. I almost lost my space, y'all. Hold up. All right. The book documented the first full study of a single psychiatric patient in medical history and has become a classic in the medical literature. The Heirloom. All right. Matthews believed that a gang of criminals and spies skilled in pneumatic chemistry had taken up residence of London Wall and Moorfields close to Bethlehem and was tormenting him by means of rays emitted by machines called the Heirloom or gaseous change generator. The torment induced by the rays included, this is what he called it, y'all, and I just said it from what the guy wrote, what he was saying in his book, lobster cracking, during which the circulation of blood was prevented by a magnetic field, stomach skinning, and apoplexy workings with a nutmeg grater, which involved the introduction of fluids into the skull. His persecutors bore such names as the middleman who operated the Heirloom, the glove woman, and the Sirarchy, who acted as repeaters or active workers. What do we call them, y'all? What are the terms for us today? Gang stalkers. To enhance Matthew's torment or record the machine's activities. Say that one more time. To torment or record the machine's activities. What machine do we refer to today, y'all? Supercomputer, right? Big. And their leader, a man called Bill or the King. Mathew's delusions had a definite political slant. He claimed that the purpose of the gang was espionage and that there were many other such gangs armed with heirlooms all over London using pneumatic practitioners to pre-magnetize potential victims with a volatile magnetic fluid, according to Mathews. Their chief targets, apart from himself, were leading government figures. What's happening or what has been happening and what have we talked about? I've talked about, a good bit of other targeted individuals have talked about when it comes to other government figures. What are they experiencing? Havana, right? When I tell y'all nothing is new under the sun, absolutely nothing. Let's keep going. By means of their rays, they can influence ministers' thoughts and read their minds. Mathews declared that William Pitt was not half susceptible to these attacks and held that these gangs were responsible for the British military disaster at Buenos Aires in 1807 and Walcheren in 1809 and also for the Noray Mutiny of 1797. Let's keep going. Bear with me. Y'all, I'm holding this phone and on my laptop at the same time. In 1814, Mathews was moved to Fox London House, a private asylum in Hackney, where he became a popular and trusted patient. His delusions appeared to have stopped. The asylum's owner, Dr. Fox, regarded him as sane. So you've had 3 doctors who regarded this man as sane, right? But the officials stopped it. Mathews assisted with bookkeeping and gardening until his death on the 10th of January in 1815. So if somebody is so insane, he's a lunatic, he's paranoid schizophrenic, why would you trust anybody with bookkeeping? Why? Even if for that moment, you know what I'm saying, they considered him, he stopped his delusions, or basically he probably just quit talking because he probably got tired of being discredited. You feel me? So he just quit talking. But why would you have somebody who has been put on paperwork as paranoid schizophrenic, a lunatic, right? Move to a couple of asylums and then y'all let him assist in bookkeeping? Come on, man. Come on. Makes no sense, right? Right. Let's keep going. Although it is impossible to make an unequivocal diagnosis of a person long since deceased, Mathew's description of his torment... Oh, let me go up, y'all. Matter of fact, he ended up creating, up here at the top, y'all see right here? This is his illustration of the heirloom. This right here. This is what he said that the gang were using to torment him. Wanted y'all to see that real quick. So let's go back down, because I'm pretty sure that's what they're about to talk about. All right. Start back. Mathew's description of Mathew's description of his torment by the heirloom gang read as a classic example of paranoid persecutory delusions experienced as part of a psychotic episode. From this, it can be concluded that the disorder was most likely schizophrenia, although retrospective diagnosis should be treated with caution. It should also be noted that while Haslam kept notes on Mathews, Mathews kept notes on Haslam and his treatment in Bethlehem. They form part of the evidence. Y'all, hold on, let me go back. This formed part of the evidence looked at by the House of Commons Committee on the Better Regulations of Madhouses in England in 1815, the findings which led to Haslam dismissal and reform of treatment of patients in Bethlehem Hospital. Mathew was also important in the history of psychiatry for more practical reasons. During the involuntary confinement He took part in public competitions to design plans for rebuilding the Bethlehem Hospital. This man made plans, created blueprints to redo the hospital that they kept him in. Bethlehem's governor thought so well of the 46 pages of designs submitted by Mathews that they paid him $3,707. I don't know exactly what that denomination is, but they paid him nonetheless. And the drawings finally used to build the new hospital and showed some features proposed by Mathews. So they even used his drawings and his designs to build us. The same guy that you called a lunatic, the same guy that you labeled paranoid schizophrenia, the same guy that you trusted to do your bookkeeping, you also used his designs to help upgrade your hospital. Now, if this don't show you the level of BS that's with the system, and how, you know what I'm saying, that they will label somebody because they can see through your bullshit and call you out. Mathew Tilley is definitely a great example, y'all. So the rest of that is the final presentation. I urge all y'all, you know what I'm saying, because I know, you know what I'm saying, I'm reading off top, you know, to go check it out. Matter of fact, they have a book, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking about getting it, called The Heirloom Game, about Mathew, you know what I'm saying, about Mathews and his whole story, you know what I'm saying, and what he considered us. So I just wanted to share this with y'all and show y'all just how far back targeting goes, just how far back gang stalking goes, and show y'all there is nothing new under the sun, man. Absolutely nothing. It's just, it blows my mind. When I came across this, I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't believe it. I can believe it, but you feel me, you know what I'm saying, back all the way back in the 1700s, starting in 1797, when they started on this man. So you can go, I got this information off of Wikipedia. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other articles concerning him, but I thought this was a great description on exactly who this man was, how he was targeted, and gang stalked. He knew it, you feel me? And basically all the tactics that they use on us today. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show y'all how far back this go. So when you get a chance, go research Mr. Mathews, man. It's very interesting. All right, true targets. Make sure you are doing something that keeps you inside of you. I don't care what it is, something that gives you a sense of peace, a sense of happiness. If it's only for a month, if it's only for a day or an hour, do it. And as always, don't react, stand back, and let God handle it. Y'all have an amazing day and have a good day on purpose. And you'll be hearing from me. Peace.